I'm talking about you being present, in the moment, not on the phone.
But it's always the phone, it's always the game, it's always the sports,
Yes,
it's always
it
the
is.
hiking, it's always with the guys.
He had a mother who did everything for him, and now I think he just expects that my role would be taking care of him. And
She's not the same person that I married.
I'm all out of options. I don't know what to. I've tried everything else, Bryce. Hopefully the phone is out of the picture.
I'd love her to come out and be a part of it.
I have.
Yeah, you have, but I mean,
But
there's a difference between showing up.
I'm over here, you're over there. My worry is just that I'll try, I'll get excited, I'll start new, and I'll make an effort and be disappointed again.
That's a lot of pressure to answer, especially in front of all this. It just makes me want to get up and walk away.
Candace and Bryce are a married couple who still love each other, but have lost the communication skills necessary for a harmonious relationship. Couples in crisis will remind them of the importance of communication and look at where the breakdown is in their relationship.
All right, it's another typical day in the Clark house, and I've been cleaning, preparing things, and, you know, expecting to have some time with my husband, who's been working.
So we can already see
we'll see how it goes.
the daily dynamic here. She's in the kitchen.
He goes away to work for friends.
Hey,
Hey?
I'm gonna take off. Go see the boys, all right?
Yeah, okay,
We good?
sure.
Yeah? All right. Love you, babe.
Oh boy.
So there's always time for the friend, right?
Yeah, but
But-
none for her. None for her and him.
Like clockwork, happens every day. See, he doesn't realize it, but we have a crisis. I prepared dinner, everything's almost ready. I guess he doesn't even notice that the smell of cooking anymore. He's so used to restaurant food. I don't know what to do with this guy. I need help.
Research shows that 75% of communication between any two people is miscommunication. So imagine between couples, when the relationship is stressed and loaded and there are high expectations, how much more that communication would get messed up. When we feel lonely, or when we feel like we want our partner to pay attention to us, it can be very, very difficult to ask them in a straightforward, vulnerable, and clean way. So we ask in a way that makes the other person feel defensive, that puts them on the attack, they attack us back, and then we feel like they don't hear us, or they can't do what we need, or they just don't understand me. But the truth is, the way that we're communicating with them is very murky, and it's very, very difficult for them to understand or to be open to what we're asking when we go about it in a critical or attacking or closed way.
Hi, I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, Vanessa.
Candace.
Nice to meet you.
Nelson.
Candace, yes. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us. And thanks for being a part of this.
Yeah.
And for reaching out.
Yeah. So, where's Bryce?
He's here.
Hi. I'm Vanessa.
Hi.
Nelson. We're from Couples in Crisis.
What's going on here?
We talked about this last night. I reminded you they were coming today.
Yeah, but I got Jack's birthday, and we got the hockey game tonight, so... I mean, couples in crisis, there's no crisis here.
Why don't we take a seat and talk about this? Let's just take a seat. Here, go to the side.
It's a beautiful home you have.
Absolutely. Gorgeous view.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Bryce, just so you're clear on who we are and what we're doing here, we're not doctors and we're not psychologists, okay? We're life coaches. So that's the knowledge base that we come from and what we understand. And so we just want to share that with people like yourselves, okay? We're not coming here to force you to do anything. Candace reached out to us and really wants help for your relationship.
We need to know that you're committed to looking at your relationship as much as Candace is, because we can't have you a passive part of this whole journey this weekend. So are you willing to be here and to partake and to commit to this?
When we come back, we'll see if Bryce is willing to come on this journey.
We need to know that you're committed to looking at your relationship as much as Candace is, because we can't have you a passive part of this whole journey this weekend. So are you willing to be here and to partake and to commit to this?
I mean, now, is not the greatest time for me.
Why is that?
Well, I got plans tonight.
So,
I mean,
now, can I just ask you?
I don't get it. You knew that it was Jack's birthday today. Why today? Are you trying to prove a point to me or something? Like, that's what I don't get. Like,
Yeah, the point I'm trying to prove is that I'm all out of options. I don't know what to. I've tried everything else, Bryce. Like, this is my last resort. We need an intervention here.
Let us ask you a question. Do you feel a need for us to be here? Do you agree that there's a breakdown in communication in your relationship?
I mean, I feel like I'm on the spot here.
This
To be
isn't an
honest with
attack.
you. No, yeah, but to answer that question, I need to think about it. You being here, definitely. This being here, yeah. It does say something.
Mm-hmm. This has to be a choice that you make. See, this isn't an intervention in that it's an attack on Bryce. It's three people who are ganging up on Bryce. You've got to make this choice that you see value in this process and in us being here.
They're gonna get us to do fun activities. We get to go out and do stuff together like we used to do. There
are going to be 3 activities this weekend. One that you pick, one that Candace picks, and then one that Couples in Crisis picks. And the whole point of that is that you are doing activities that each of you enjoy, and then your spouses, which you might not have done with her before. And then the one we choose is so you guys are outside of your comfort zone doing something that you've probably never done before. It's exciting and fun, and you guys have to work together.
It'll be fun. It's just a few days.
Is this something that you're willing to commit to?
Yeah. I'll do it. Let me call Jack and I'll tell him what's going on and it'll be what it is, okay? Just some time to.
Great.
That's great.
It's good.
It's promising.
This is Bryce and Candace's first activity this weekend. It's going to be really interesting to see what's working with them, what their communication level is like. Got your bear spray?
I got it. This is something I do on my own with my friends. It's a great way to kind of escape from work. For Candace, what I really hope that she sees why I come out here, what it does for you in your heart, in your spirit, being a part of nature.
They're outside of their comfort zone here. He's going to be more familiar with this than Candace, but what's going to be revealing is how much he's going to work with her and stay with her, which is the point of being here today, doing these activities.
Okay.
I'm hanging in there.
You're hanging in there? Good.
I hope I can do this. I'm a little worried. Just getting from the parking lot to the trail, I was out of breath a little bit. So, not in the condition I used to be in.
I want to do this with her. I always have. I just never knew that she wanted to do it with me, so this is great.
I guess my expectation would be that Bryce will be here with me, present. I hope we can have fun together. Maybe, connect like we used to.
Bryce, hold up, buddy. You gotta remember, this is not a race, okay? This is not a race. This is about working together with the group, right? I mean, this is the activity that you chose. You said you enjoy doing this, so you want to share it with Candace. So remember, this is about us working together. Now, you clearly understand the dynamic of the forest and the rhythm of the forest. you also want to understand the rhythm of the group and your partner, what works. So it's not about you showing how strong or powerful you are. It's taking your time and doing this together, right? So working together and communicating during this, okay? And you can't communicate if you're way down there, all right? So Candace, why don't you lead the way?
Sorry.
Come on.
Go for it, buddy.
Hopefully the phone is out of the picture. We'll see.
Hey, Bryce, you done? All right. Yeah. So remember, this is about being together in the forest as a group, right?
Right.
Not being elsewhere, which you are when you're on your phone. Yeah? Bryce, like so many people these days, also has a love affair with his cell phone. Couples in Crisis thinks that it's time for him to turn off and tune in. When we come back, let's see if he's willing to give up his phone for a little while for the better of the relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Bryce.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. I'll fill them out and I'll send them to you. Okay. All right. Bye.
Everything all good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, just because you've been on your phone a couple of times, I just don't want you to get out of the momentum here.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I just sometimes, I gotta take care of work stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you feel if I took the phone for the next couple hours so you can just focus and be here?
Yeah, just be present with us.
Does that make
and
you feel
everything.
uncomfortable? You willing to give that a try?
Oh. All right.
Get away from work for a couple hours?
It'll be good for you, you know?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Great. Nice choice.
Something called nothing beside.
Oh, right.
He's gonna go Bear Grylls on you. Go Bryce Grylls. You know, there's antelopes and then there's brycelopes.
Yeah, right.
Billy Goat Bryce. Candace, how you doing?
I'm tired. It's
Yeah?
hard.
Okay. You take your bag.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Got one gentleman in the mountain.
Well, we're gonna change that. There you go.
This is one of the reasons why I come up here all the time.
Yeah.
Like when you see this view, seriously,
Beautiful.
it's amazing.
God.
Wow.
See?
Here we are. I just want to ask you a couple questions. We want to ask you and just get more familiar. One of the ones I'm dying to hear about is how you guys met.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friend's house dinner party.
Cool.
I was looking forward to meeting my friend's brother, Cindy's brother. She thought that.
What?
Well, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah.
You went there to meet another guy.
Well, yeah, that's how it started. I was gonna go. I was gonna meet him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I got introduced to him because you and I started chatting like before dinner was served, right?
It was basically when I just came in the door. She was standing there, and she stood out, her fire red hair and her smile, her blue eyes, and I was just like, wow, I gotta go meet her.
Right. What were the things that attracted you to one another?
Humor, his sparkle. He filled the room, one of those guys.
You're a funny guy.
Yeah,
He's a funny guy.
he is.
Yeah. Well, like I said, just when I saw her, I just had to meet her.
So
And,
looks, basically.
Yeah, no. See, that's the thing. It's not. It's how she carried herself.
He felt like a really fun guy I could share everything with. A fun person to have in my house, not a bump on a log.
Right.
See, she's quirky.
That's
Where do you
great.
get that? A fun person to have in your house.
Yeah.
She was so different than every other relationship I've had in the past, where they always wanted something. It's kind of funny because I just realized now that she just wanted to be with me. She didn't want what I had.
Right.
That's a nice realization.
That is. That's what this whole process is about.
Yeah.
It's reminding each other what that initial attraction was.
Yeah.
Reminding each other why you want to be together, right? You're not simply roommates.
And bringing back that spark, you know, that initial attraction, you know, things do change over the lifetime of a relationship. But how do you keep that energy that you had for each other? How do we have that now?
Right. Part of that is checking in, right? And asking each other, would you like to do this with me, as opposed to making assumptions that one of you, oh, she doesn't want to do what I like to do, she's not interested. Something we talk about a lot within our own relationship is harmony and cultivating that, and we have a definition and an idea of what that is for us. And we ask that question of the couples that we talk with. So what is harmony for you guys?
What would make sense to me is if our priorities were kind of in line. Like maybe if I was someone who was super busy and always out of the house, it would be more harmonious, but it's not. I'm someone who needs more from him as far as time and attention.
Understanding, I think for me, is a big thing. It's got to be there for each other too. It can't all just be the weight on one person to put the initiative in.
I find this so amazing because it's like you haven't talked about it with each other, but here we are finding out about it, you know? So, and this
Absolutely.
Yes, and this is why we're here, you know, is to find this communication for you guys, you know?
We're not saying that you need to both want the exact same things all the time, but what is necessary is to vocalize what you need from each other.
Like if he wants more time on a mountain with me, that's news to me.
I guess I never felt that there was anything, you never ever showed any interest in wanting to do it. You never said to me, hey, can I come? I mean, even